everybody, welcome back to another GoGo Rental Discover. Today we're going to take a train ride to the ice cream shop. Stay tuned. Alright guys, we are here on the west side of the island today. We're checking out the Hawaiian Railway Society. And this is a little unique. So Hawaiian Railway Society, they're a non-profit group here on Oahu, and their whole thing is to preserve the history of Hawaii's rail network. So not only do they maintain the tracks and a little museum, but they also do rides. So they've got a website where you can see everything they do. You can book rides on there. The rails that they use today are what's left of the old network that used to run sugarcane, cargo, and people all the way from Honolulu around the west side over Kaina Point and up into the North Shore. At one point they even had a spur line that goes up towards where the H2 goes today. And it seems especially crazy today when you consider that they built that whole rail line from Honolulu around to the North Shore in just 10 years, as opposed to the monorail that we're building today, which has taken more than 10 years, and it barely covers the distance from Kapolei to town. Most of the old rail network is either gone or destroyed, and if you book a ride with them today, it's going to take you from Ewa Beach up to the power station at Kahi Point. It's not very far. You can drive it in 20 minutes. The train moves about 15 to 20 miles an hour, and the whole train ride is about 2 hours, so an hour there and an hour back. So you're going to board the train at their station in Ewa Beach, and that's going to take you up through the Ko'olina Resort over to Kahi Point, where the train is going to stop. And then they have everyone get up from their seats and do like a clockwise shuffle around the car. That way people can see both sides of the journey. From there, the train just kind of makes its way back down to Ko'olina, where they stop again right outside the Monkey Pod restaurant. And this is where they've set aside 20 minutes for everyone to hop off the train and go over to Black Sheep Coffee Company. So bonus discovery, you guys get an ice cream shop out of this one. I was seated at the very front of the very first car, so I was fortunate enough to get into the restaurant first and order first before there was a big line of train riders behind me. Also, if you live in Ko'olina or you're staying at one of the hotels around there, you can actually get off the train here and end your trip at the spot. You just have to make sure that you're not leaving a car behind in their parking lot. The engine is actually really loud, and this is just the engine at idle. When the train is moving, it's even louder. I like being up here because you can see everything going on, but if you're sensitive to noise, you're probably going to want to sit over towards the back. Don't be afraid to get to the station a little bit early. They've got it set up like a little museum slash picnic area, and they have a little toy train museum, which I've seen photos of on the inside, and it's a whole Mr. Rogers train set in there, which looks pretty cool. But in order to go inside, you're required to wear a mask. Now, it's August 2022, and the state level mask mandates here in Hawaii have been over for quite a while, so I don't carry face masks with me anymore, so I wasn't able to go in and take a look at it. But I know from other pictures that I've seen people posting online that it's definitely worth getting in there. And you can walk around and take a look at all the old train cars, some of the old equipment, and look at some of the history of the railroad. It's wheelchair accessible, it's kid friendly, and if you're looking for something fun to do, this is definitely something to consider.